Hello to all my lively ladies. You're very welcome to today's slimming full body strength exercises. Right, let's warm up before we begin all these lovely moves to build muscle at home and get ourselves even stronger than we were before. Okay, lifting and lifting. Just squeezing out those shoulders while we step touch. So I like to do a little bit of cardio before we begin any strength move because it's the best way really to get the blood circulating to those muscles that are going to work hard for you for the next 30 minutes or so. Move off the spot as well. Now I have a mat here today. I have it out of shot here. We are going to do some push-ups down on the floor. If you can't come to the floor, you can always do a wall push-up or a push-up against a kitchen counter. Works really well if you find it difficult to get to the floor or you find floor push-ups very challenging. Okay, lift and lower. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7. These shoulders here are really getting warm now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's march on the spot. Bring those knees up now. Nice bit of purpose in the knees. Now you can see the little weight plates are set up on the floor behind me here. Now you know what's coming when you see those. Yes, we're going to do an elevated front squat for our first exercise. Now there are options. First of all, you don't have to elevate your feet. I just like to do that because one of my ankles is quite tight, so it just helps me when I'm squatting, particularly with weights. So that's why I have them set up. But you can just do regular front squat yourself, or if you find it difficult squatting, just use a chair here. You can set the weights up on your shoulders, sit down, tap the chair, and then rise up out of it. Okay, and just leave out weights if you just really are new here and you want to work on your squat technique. Let's crisscross in front. We work a little bit more into that shoulder girdle. Get it nice and warm. We have a good deal of shoulder work coming today. Squeeze those shoulder blades as the elbows drive back. It's a very straightforward workout. There isn't anything really complicated. I have the mat here, like I say, for the push-ups, but also I'm going to do a kneeling bicep curl shoulder press. Now I'm doing the kneeling version for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's wonderful for your mobility, and I'll explain when we get there. But also taking the legs out of it really makes the upper half work much harder. Now if you can't get to the floor, or you find it's too difficult for you, you can just do it standing. Punch out the ceiling now, punch, punch. Drive those weights up. Drive those hands up, I should say. Pull those elbows down. Let's go 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's step out to the side here and circle those arms and really hitting those shoulders in today's warm-up. That's it now. Nice big circles. Over, around, and around. Now have a selection of weights around. If you do have them, keep them around or handy, because you will definitely need to be changing down for some of the shoulder work. And around. It's just simply they're a smaller muscle group. More isolated exercises, we usually have to change down for those. Other way, keep that chest up for me now as those arms come to the front. And circle, and circle, and circle. Good, come on, keep going. 10 more, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's bring in a little bit of hip mobility work here. And this is the rainbow leg move. Slow it down if you need to, because it does tend to challenge that balance a little bit once you lift the foot off the floor. One of our exercises does involve a good deal of groin work. I'm going to do a combination exercise, side lunge for 2, that's both sides, and then into a little bit of a reach down to the ground. So we'll get those groin muscles ready for that. That's it. Go slowly, really slowly here if you need to. Last 4. We'll take it into a side lunge. 2 more, and last 1. 2 feet together. Just take it out gently into a side step. And if you can't side lunge, just step out to the side. Just do what you can. can make it bigger as we go through the warm up here. I always like to get my groin ready for a workout, even if I'm not including any side lunges. I think it's always good to be prepared. That's it, keep your chest up. Sit the hip down, chest stays up. Hip down, head up. Head is stationary, it doesn't move. And remember, that's very important, even body weight, but most definitely when you have a pair of weights in your hands too. And over, and over. Come on, keep going. Getting a little deeper as we go through. And we will do 2 more here now. And last one. Now I want to do the second part of that move in the warm-up body weight. Reach down. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it does require balance, and I want to get the nervous system to become balanced without weights, rather than waiting till you have a weight in your hand. Now you'll have to experiment with what weight you want to do this particular move with. So it is combined with the side lunge. We do 2 side lunges, 2 step backs, and reach down. And reach. Great leg work, great glute work. Just send that leg back behind you. You're extending the hip, and that involves the glutes and the hamstrings. Keep the chest up. Try and remember to look up. Look up. I have to remind myself as well not to look at the floor. Look up. Last 2 and last 1. Big circles. Watch for anything above your head. Circle those arms. Keep the legs moving to keep the heart rate elevated a little bit. Now our sequence today is 12:48. Okay, so that's 48 seconds to do your work. 12 seconds just to really change your weights over. Get in your head what move is coming next. Watching me for what's coming next. 12 exercises. Repeat it twice, so making it a 24-minute workout. And 5 seconds. Last 2. Last 1. And as always, before we begin, let's get those ankles, those bones in the feet, those calves warmed up as well. Great. Press that heel gently into the floor. Now I'm going to show you elevated front squat. It's such a basic exercise. Squatting is probably, some people say it's the best lower body exercise, but it's debatable. But anyway, if it's not the best, it's definitely one of the best. So again, my feet are elevated on the little weight plates here, toes pointing out. I just simply am a wide toe squatter. Weights will be placed up on your shoulders, just left there stationary. Sit your hips down and come up. And when you come up, don't arch your back, and make sure that you are engaging the abdominals. Okay, if you don't want to do that, use a chair if you need assistance for squatting, or just do a bodyweight squat yourself without any elevation. Okay, let's hit the timers. Enjoy yourself. Looking forward to this one. Right, so get our weights, get into position. Okay, make sure you breathe in to get ready and breathe out to come out of the squat. Okay, let's go. Breathe in to get ready. Now you don't have to go down really deep either. If you're quite new to squats, you can take it down into a little seat. And then work on your flexibility, work on your mobility. It does require a little bit of work to get down into a deep squat. Squeeze it out, don't lean back as you come up. Nice straight spine. Just holding those weights there. Going to do a back row next. We're adding a little twist to it, more leg work. And squeeze out those glutes a little bit. You don't have to overly squeeze. Well done. Okay, now 2 rounds of this today, so we'll be coming back to it. Now a back row. So we're going to go down into a row, row, stand tall, okay? So down into a row, row the weights, stand up tall. So we're getting a little bit more leg work here. Row, stand tall. down, row the weights, come up tall. You'll actually really feel the glutes working with this one after doing the front squat. Stand tall, down, row, come up, sit your hips down, and make sure your bottom is leading here as always. Stick your rear out behind you. That keeps the spine nice and straight, very engaged. Row, and back, sit down, row, and back up. Okay, now we have that side lunge for 2. So we're going side to side, 2 feet together, reach down, reach down. Okay, let's go. Side to side, reach down, try and look up. That's it, and again, side lunge, side lunge, down and down, out to the side, out to the side. I notice I'm letting the right leg lead here. Round 2, if I think of it, I'll switch and let the left leg be the dominant or the first to go. 1 and 2. Let's get these 2 in. 1 and 2. That got hard towards the end. Now here's this kneeling exercise. Now of course you can do it. Stagger the feet. Standing up, okay? Kneeling. Kneel down. Pick a leg. I'm kneeling on the right. That's important. And then we'll do that bicep curl, shoulder press. Lean slightly forward so you don't arch the back ever so slightly. Now we have the leg out wide for a reason. First of all, it'll be in the way of the weights, but we're working on our hip groin mobility there. That's why I want you to switch around for round 2. So make sure you know what leg has to be what leg you'll be having out front. And also just taking the legs out of this exercise makes it much harder because the upper half has to work by itself. That's why standing is a little bit easier. Well done. So round 2, I have to switch over to the right leg, pointing at an angle. Okay, now, we ready for this one? Okay, reaching up. Sorry, we're doing opposites. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Now this is a great example of an exercise, don't lean back, that will work on your core stability. So it's really important that we draw that belly button to the spine here. Find that balance. Lift those weights up to the ceiling. That's it, good work. So your abdominals are working really hard here to keep their spine stable. Once that leg comes up or that toe lifts off the floor and that arm reaches above the head. Good, keep going, come on. We've got a squat and upright row next. Well done. Okay, squat and upright row. So send the weights down and then upright row. This is a wonderful conditioning exercise. Again, the legs are very wide like a sumo squat. Chest stays high. And into a squat. Now you can slow it down and really feel both upper and lower body working hard. Or you can speed it up and get more of a conditioning exercise. That means the heart will beat faster. The lungs will take in more air, so you'll get a little bit more breathless. You get a bit of cardio while you strength train. I think we do anyway. No matter what exercise we do. Feel a bit breathless. Good work, come on, keep going. Feeling those glutes and those thighs working hard, those quads and your hamstrings. Well done. Now I'm going to switch down. You probably more than likely will have to do the same. This is our lateral raise. Stagger those feet. Front raise, stay on one side. Whew. Need that little moment to myself. Okay, up and down. So one weight's going out to the side, the other's going out to the front. lift and squeeze. Round 2, you might be able to stay with a heavier pair, just see how you go around 1. Again, it's always experimenting a little bit. Squeeze it out. Squeeze it out. Good work, come on, keep going. Other side is next. So we just have to switch around. The other side has to do a lateral raise. Just opposites really. And your front raise. Good work. Now stagger the feet and then just get ready to do opposites. Okay. And again, always making sure that you're leaning slightly forward at the waist here so you don't arch the back. Lift and lower. Now we have our push-ups coming next. So either you're going to go to a door or a wall. Just make sure the door is closed. It's not going to open on you. No one's going to walk in you. Your counter would be a little bit more challenging because you're getting lower to the floor. So the lower you go down, the little bit more tricky it gets. Or as you're coming down to the floor with me. And you can rest out during that 48 seconds. You don't have to keep going for that full 48 seconds because that's very challenging with push-ups. Squeeze it out. Held up. So, just in case you're new here, you're not familiar with a wall or a door push-up. So, what you're doing is make sure you're feeling not too close to the door. Bend those elbows, push through. Bring your face down towards the door. If you're coming to the floor, you may need some support for the knee. Okay, so let's go down. Pivot on the knee. Pivot, make sure you do that. Send those elbows back behind you. Push up. Okay, make sure you're pushing up. That's it. Take your time. I don't want you to do 20, 30 reps. I want you to take your time and do just a few good ones. You can sit back, have a little break there if you need to, and come back in when you're ready. If you only get 5 reps out in 48 seconds, that's fine. That's 5 more than you did before you started. So always remember, keep thinking that. Just keep coming back and repeating these tricky exercises. Now we're into a big leg move coming next. Again, another one you'll have to experiment with weight. This is our stationary lunge. Okay, stagger your feet, weights on your shoulders, reach up. Now if you can't get down deep, maybe you might be able to bend the knees slightly. Push the weights up to the ceiling. That's it. If it's really hard for you for your balance, rest the weights or do it body weight. Just on top of your shoulders there. Body weight's fine as well. It's a real leg burn, even body weight. You can get those shoulders involved. Get a few in. Other leg is next. Nearly there now, come on. Okay, well done. Now step the other leg behind you. Get into position. Time goes fast trying to get into position here. Engaging the abdominals is important. Watch for anything above your head. Drive those weights up. Breathe in, breathe out. Working the triceps next. So we did work the triceps there with our push-ups. Now we'll do an exercise, an isolation exercise for them. Our kickbacks to finish out round 1, and then we'll head back to elevated front squats to get going with round 2. And down, and down. Remember, modify if you need to, a little bend of the knee, reach up. If you can master that exercise, it has just got so many benefits for the body. Let's get into kickbacks now. So, hips down. You can use a chair here if you want to, if you're feeling a bit fatigued. Just, you have to work one side at a time. We'll pause the video, get the other tricep done, or you could just do round one side, round 2, the other side. Yeah, those stationary lunges are amazing for your balance, your coordination, your lower body strength. I absolutely love those. They've really allowed me to build up a lot of lower body strength over the years. That's it. See if you can get those hips down a little deeper to really hit the back of the arm here. And squeeze it out. And squeeze it out. Come on, you can do it. Keep going. Push through, we're just there. Well done. Okay, now you may need a little rest. Shake out those wrists. Shake out those legs. They're working hard there with those triceps. Okay, let's get over. If you're using any elevation. All right, weights on the shoulders. Sit down. Oh, no thruster. Just front squat. You can add a shoulder thruster there. Shoulder press if you want to. Well, I think there's enough shoulder exercises in this one today. Breathe in, breathe out. Remember, use your chair now if you're needing a little bit of assistance with squats. Now we've our back row. We're going to stand up and then go back down again, row the weights. You can stay down there if you want to. You don't have to come back up. Well done. So back row. So you can stay down and just row the weights if you want to, or you can come up, stand up and get further work for the legs. Okay, sit your hips back, row, stand tall. I go a little bit more narrow with that stance. Just experiment with your stance there. Hips back, row, stand tall. Just going up and down really gets those hamstrings involved, a bit like our RDL, Romanian deadlift exercise. Back, row, and back. Keep going, come on. And back, good. Row, and back. Let's get another one. And back. Well done. Okay, now we're into the side lunge. I'm going to go the other way. 2 side lunge, and then the modified curtsy. I'll just move those out of my way. Okay, side lunge for 2. And then reach, and reach. And again. 1, 2, reach, and reach. Just take your time now. This is very definitely strict strength training work. Reach, and reach. Ooh, feeling the legs now. Round 2, especially with this one. Reach, and reach. Let's get another one, come on. 1, and 2, and get that balance, reach, and reach. Okay, now we're going back to either standing or kneeling. Other leg now, nice and wide, so it's out of the way for your biceps. And reach over the head. It's also giving amazing mobility into that hip. And like I say, round 1, taking the legs out of it really makes the upper half work all by itself. If you're new here or you're still working on that upper body strength, maybe you try it standing. Stagger the feet, it really helps the lower back. Just 1 foot behind the other. Reach up and down. We've got our knee raise next to work on that core stability. Very functional exercise coming next. Excellent job. Okay, now if you need a little rest, take that. Okay, if you remember this one, reaching up, opposite, you can actually do that if you want, 2 arms and reach up like this. That's very challenging though with heavy weights, so be careful of that one. Reach and reach. Leave one weight resting there, just hovering above your shoulder. I think that's the easiest way to get through this. And reach. Now, round 2, I am really feeling my core working so much more than round 1. I can feel all those muscles tensing up and fighting my fatigue. That's it. Come on, reach up. Reach up. You can do it. This is tough, I know. Let's get one more if we can. Well done. Now just giving my grip strength. Ooh, a moment. Squat and upright row is next. Upper half, abdominals are on fire from that last one. Okay, let's get ready. Abs engaged. Down. Upright row. So we're getting some posture work here. Traps and rhomboids. Keep a little gap between the weights. Row. And lift. Come on, you can do it. Now we're back to that lateral raise, front raise with staggered feet coming next. Sit your hips down and row. Come on, you can do this. It's tough, the muscles are really feeling it round 2 now. That's good. That's a sign they're getting overloaded. Overloaded muscles will adapt. They will change for you. Well done. Okay, now if you can stay with heavier weights, depends on how you're feeling. If not, don't worry, change down to your lighter weights. Right, we're going, starting on left, just switching it around really. I'm trying to get into my head. Yeah, I think I'm doing it the right way. So left lateral raise, right side front raise, lift and lower, lift and lower, squeeze out at the top, lower slowly, squeeze out at the top, lower slowly. Come on, you can do this. Lower down slowly. Now after we do the other side of this particular exercise, we're back into those push-ups. I know they are very challenging. I could feel my triceps really quivering there with them. But like I say, just get a few in. Get a few going. If you can only do 2-3 reps, it'll become 4, it'll become 5. Okay, let's go. Reach and down. And down. Squeeze and lower. I'm just changing legs. Yeah, I feel more comfortable this way. And down. That's it. Squeeze and lower down. Don't worry if you haven't got an exercise mat and you feel, oh, I won't be able to do floor push-ups. It's just really the knees need a little bit of support. So a rolled up towel or a cushion there, a pillow will do fine. It's amazing what you'll find around your house. You don't have to be spending a lot of money on fancy exercise equipment. And lift and lower. Last one. Great job, that was wonderful. Okay, shake out those wrists. Now let's get down here and we'll head into our push-ups. Remember, just go up higher if you're new or beginner or you just have issues with it. All right, you don't have to cross your feet. Make sure you do pivot on the knee and try and send the elbows behind you there, not out to the side. Try and get them to go behind you. Push through, that's it, good work. Let your abdominals feel that tension around your center. Push through, making sure your abdominals are fully engaged. Come on, you can do this. Ooh, what a burn this is. Really hitting the back of those arms there. Into that chest. Push through, come on, you can do it. Take your time. Well done, sit back, give yourself a little break. That was lovely. All right, let's get into our stationary lunge. Move that mat out of your way. Choose what weights you want to work with here. Okay, stagger the legs and over the head. Reach over the head. Now, if you're having trouble, you need a little bit more time. I know some people say they feel they need a little bit more time getting off the floor into the next move. Just pause the video and take a moment for yourself. That's it. Sit down and reach. Remember how to modify here now. Just a little bend of the knee. You can leave the weight held above your shoulders. That's it. If you need a little rest even, that's a good way to do it. Okay, other leg behind you. Get ready. Keep breathing through it. Rest those weights above your shoulders. Drop down and lift. And lift. Come on, you can do it. Sit the knee down low if you can. Again, great exercise for building lower body strength. Great for that core stability again, because the body really does know there's a lot of instability going on here in around that core area, that tummy area, or the body in general. So this is a great way to train your tummy muscles, because their job is to keep the spine stable. And they will definitely want to keep the spine stable with this particular move. All right, okay, we're into the triceps. Ooh, are you ready for this one? You have done so well today, so well. This has not been an easy workout. Okay, abs engage. Sit the hips low. Maybe a narrow stance might work better for you there, so you don't bump your dumbbells off your legs. Get down low, come on. We can do it. And if you enjoyed today's strength workout, don't forget to press the thumbs up button just below the video here. That just gives me a little bit of information. That lets me know you're enjoying the workouts, and I'll put more together for you. And it also allows the YouTube algorithm to know that you're enjoying the workouts too, and it might promote me a little bit more. Come on, we're nearly there. You've done great today. You're definitely getting a dumbbell clap for this one. Squeeze it out. And there you go. Well done. Nice big dumbbell clap for completing that. Okay. Oh, well done. My muscles are really feeling it. Let's switch this off. Great job. My heart rate's up. I don't know about you. Heart rate is up there, just going from one into the other. That stationary lunge is a very big leg exercise, big glute exercise. So it's going to raise that heart rate. Right. Let's do a little stretch here. Nice C-curve stretch as always, keeping the tummy muscles nice and engaged while we bend to the side. Try and reach over to the other side of the room here. Keep breathing, keep your head nice and relaxed. That's good. So you can get a little further before we release out of it. And now the other side, abs in. Reach across, good work. You should be feeling that little tension around your navel area here as you stretch. Great job. Now we stretch out those quads. I think they deserve it. They've worked hard for us today. So I want you to hold on to something if you need to. Grasp that runner. Try not to arch the back. Now I like to hold, it works on my ankle mobility and strength, and also my balance. If you can hold your running shoe or your workout shoe there, your sneaker, with two hands, it also opens up the chest for you here. It's great full body stretch, not just getting the quads or the thigh muscle. Tilt your pelvis back a little bit. So you just gotta imagine your hip bones are going back behind you, tilt them, and that lengthens out the quad muscle for you, your quadricep, huge muscle in the front of the leg, runs along the femur. Great work, you're doing wonderful. Let's change it around now. Belly button has to be pulled in or you're going to tip. Okay, grasp onto that running shoe. I always find stretching's a little bit easier when you're wearing footwear. There's a little bit more to hold on to rather than squashing your toes. Just that's something I found over the years. Now don't let the leg wander away. Keep it close to the stationary leg. Now if you have to hold on to something, that's fine. You do that and work on that balance. Tilt that pelvis back and feel that lovely stretch at the front. Excellent. Feels really, really nice. I love this stretch. Again, this can be done lying down on the floor as well, lying on your side. And just draw that heel up towards your bottom. Gently release out of that. Let's go into a side lunge. If you can get to the floor, that's great. If not, just rest on your leg, not so much your kneecap, just past your kneecap a little bit. You can also use a step, put your hands on the step, that gets you down a little bit lower. But if you can't come to the floor, oh, this feels so good. Hold it there, walk your way over then. Other leg. Same thing here, if you need to come up. You might even need to come up just one side. One side might be a little tighter than the other. That's fine, that's perfectly normal. Now I'm going to add a link just below the video here, and you will find come back to the middle here, a longer cool downs for you linked up in my playlist. And I've just added one there recently, a couple of months ago, about 10 minutes long, 10-11 minutes. So not too long, but a little bit longer than what I can give you at the end of these videos. So I'm going to rush off now and shoot another video for you. And I will see you in the next one. You did a great job. Don't forget to hydrate, as always, very important for muscle recovery, especially with these weighted workouts. And I'll see you in the next one. See you soon.